Hello, I'm Nicole St. Angelo Thompson, and I'm an extension educator in Potter and McKean counties. Welcome to Thompson Farms, our family farm in Hebron, Pennsylvania. On our farm, we primarily produce 100% pasture and hay-fed sheep for meat and wool. Thompson Farms recently became a century farm, farming the land here for 100 years. Over the years, we've produced potatoes, dairy, clover seed, and even raised silver foxes. Since 1980, the farm has produced primarily sheep. At first, they were raised indoors and lambed in February. However, over time, we became more interested in rotational grazing. In 1993, we moved to lambing outdoors, on pasture in late spring. We have to wait until the Potter County winter passes. Lambing is when a ewe or female sheep gives birth. Ewes can have single, twin, or triplet lambs, with some breeds having 5 to 6 lambs in just one lambing, sextuplets. Most breeds of sheep are short-day seasonal breeders, meaning they only exhibit estrus during the fall, although some breeds can have lambs year-round. Once bred, they will be pregnant for about 5 months before they lamb. Lambing season is a busy time of year, even for a small sheep farm. Most days, we have 3 to 5 new lambs born. Luckily, lambing is seasonal for most breeds of sheep and is finished in about 6 weeks. We check pastures for newborn lambs every few hours during the day and at night. Lambing is not for the light-hearted. Sometimes ewes have trouble lambing and may require assistance. Also, with multiple ewes lambing, they may try to mother another ewe's lambs. When a ewe is lambing, she will begin to talk to her lambs. This helps solidify the bond between the newborn lamb and its mother. They will be able to recognize each other's voice, and it helps them find one another in the pasture. Often, the ewes give birth unassisted. This is an ideal trait on our farm. As soon as the lambs are born, their mothers lick them clean. Licking helps to stimulate the lamb and solidify the bond between mom and baby. We then identify each lamb with a tag and dip the navel cord in iodine. Iodine helps to dry the navel cord and prevents infection. We also record which lambs belong to which ewes in case they become separated. If young lambs are exposed to cold rain, they can catch pneumonia. We use these photodegradable plastic rain jackets to keep them dry and warm. This lamb was born prematurely and needed to be fed with a feeding tube. Sometimes a ewe does not have enough milk for her lambs, and one or all will have to be bottle fed with milk replacer to ensure adequate nutrition. Most lambs are born healthy and strong. They are up and off the ground within minutes of being born. This instinct is important to avoid predators such as coyotes and birds of prey. Sometimes a ewe may lose track of a newborn lamb when she gives birth to its twin. This occurs more often when a ewe has complications while lambing. Lambs require milk shortly after birth, so an uncared for could die if their shepherd or farmer is not there to assist. First-time mothers are more prone to being confused about lambing and should be watched carefully. We recently shared the wool from these ewes. This helps to keep them clean and makes it easier for the lambs to nurse. The lambs will grow up next to their mothers until they are weaned, which occurs when the lambs are about 90 days old. We keep many of the ewe lambs here on the farm to continue the tradition of sheep farming here. We sell meat from our sheep farm to local customers at a regional auction and even to restaurants in New York City. We sell medium-grade wool to our local wool pool and occasionally sell a fleece or two to a local artisan. Thank you for taking the time to learn about our farm. We want to thank our fellow sheep farmers and everyone involved in the process that produces locally grown wool and lamb. Support your local sheep farm by buying lamb and wool products grown in the USA.